What up guys, Maryam here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. In today's video, I am going to be doing a first impressions type of review on the new Wayne Goss The Luxury Eye Collection, including the new palette and the 3 eyeliners. I'm gonna be conducting a look that you see on my face right now. Also some swatches. I'm gonna be talking price points, and basically the whole point of this video is to find out whether this collection is actually worth your time and money. So don't buy till I try, Team Truth. Remember that. Make that your motto, because it's my motto. If you aren't subscribed already, please go ahead and do so, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can see all of my Wednesdays and Sundays videos. I can't tell you how many comments I get, people welcoming me back to YouTube or telling me that they miss me. Meanwhile, I've been here all along, uploading every Wednesday and Sunday for over a year now, more like 2 years. I didn't go nowhere. Make sure you don't miss me. And now let's get to this video. Wayne Goss, the Luxury Eye Collection. Are you worth my time and my money? Let's find out. First of all, I gotta give it to Beautylish. They have some of the best, most meticulous packaging I've ever seen. Nils, the founder of Beautylish, is obsessed with one-day shipping. And so if you order from Beautylish, you will get your product the very next day. Hi Maryam, we're excited to share Wayne Goss's The Imperial Topaz Luxury Eye Collection. We hope you enjoy. Cheers, the Beautylish team. And the handwriting looks like calligraphy to me, you guys. Wow. So now the Wayne Goss line is, I believe, exclusive to Beautylish, and it is indeed through Beautylish and through Nils that I discovered Wayne Goss brushes that are some of my absolute fave. You guys already know my situation with brushes, and Wayne Goss's brush being some of my favorites. They are at the bottom of the barrel of my used up brushes, but I was able to find 2 fresh, new, and unused brushes, so I will be using those today. Let's dig into this collection. So here we have the Luxury Eye Palette. This is the packaging. We've got the ingredients on the back. So basically we have mica, talc, dimethicone, octildodectyl. There's a bunch of chemicals that I can't really pronounce, but you know what? I will take a picture of this and I will pop it up right here nice and big for you guys, so you can pause and read for those of you who are interested in ingredients. Now there are 3 different types of shadows in this palette. Actually 4. There's the satin, there's the matte, then shade 5 has a different matte formulation, and then there's also a celestial type of shade, which is shade 6. Very sleek, very chic, not too bulky, not too thin, pretty lightweight, I would say. Feels luxe, definitely very luxury. These eyeshadow pans, first of all, they're gorgeous. Secondly, they are massive. These look like blushes. Really great mirror that allows me to see all the way deep inside my pores. Basically, we have a shimmery shade. We have a different type of shimmery shade. I'm assuming this is the celestial. We have some mattes. Got it. So these are the same formulation, these are different formulation, and this is a 4th unique shade. Now off the bat, I'm just gonna say it like it is. I've seen these colors before. I've seen these types of textures before. I haven't felt these yet, but this doesn't look too unique to me. Now this is a $55 palette, definitely on the pricey side, 16.2 grams or 0.52 ounces. I'm gonna set that aside for a sec. In the Luxury Eye Collection, we also have some new Kohl Pencils, 3 of them, each one being $14, or you can get them as a bundle for $42. We also have a $97 bundle, which includes the palette and the 3 pencils. Let's swatch these. All right, so here we have Precious Opal, super, super smooth. Next, let's swatch Obsidian, which is basically a black. Wow. And last but not least, we have Rich Hazel, another brown, but like a cooler brown. Wow, very, very smooth. Don't feel that Precious Opal and Rich Hazel are distinct enough. Let me swatch them again side by side. These are very, very similar. Precious Opal is supposed to be slightly shimmery. It is, but honestly, I can't tell. Since this is a $55 palette and Swatch Model has raised his prices, I feel like this is an appropriate palette to call him in for. Swatch Model time. Hi, Swatch Model.
Hello, long time no swatch.
All right, look what we have here.
Oh, I got a big pimple.
It's not a pimple, it's a mosquito bite.
From those flies.
From the flies. Follow us on the gram if you want to know that story. Swatching with the very first shade, which is the shimmery one. Feels really, really creamy on my finger.
Wow, that is creamy.
That is super creamy.
Damn, that almost feels like skincare.
Hi, and look, almost all of that rubbed off. Next shimmery shade. This one is like shimmery taupe. Wow.
That feels great.
Wow.
Feels like no drag.
You know what? Let's do another shimmery shade. This one is kind of like the rusty shimmery brick. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's go for the matte brown.
Sounds like somebody's name.
Matte brown. Okay, needs to be spread a little bit. Let's go for that black. Matte black, right next to matte brown. Nice.
Wow, that doesn't feel bad at all.
You like that?
Yeah, because sometimes the black has drag on it, you know?
All right, and the last one is that celestial shade. Feels like there's some interesting particles in there, but still kind of creamy. Look how reflective that is. Wow. Okay. Wow.
Done, baby. Peace.
Oh, well, hello. A big round of applause for the Swatch model. Yay! Swatch model is back. So what I'm gonna do for today is try two different primers. So I'm gonna do the Fenty Beauty on one eye. I'm gonna do the Bobbi Brown Long Wear Cream Shadow Stick on the other eye. Because apparently these shadows are so no fuss. They're so fuss free that they don't need any special technique. So why not try them with different primers at least? So what I want to do now is actually try a very easy wearable daytime look. And then maybe if I'm feeling frisky, I'm gonna build it up to a night look. I feel like Wayne Goss's audience or someone who would be interested in this luxury eye palette is probably someone who would use this for a day to night type of transformation. First thing that I'm gonna do is find a brush that is clean, Sigma E55. And I'm gonna use this shimmery shade, shade number 1, that swatched so great. I'm gonna apply that to the center of my lid just to give it some pop. Honestly, you probably don't even need to apply that with a brush. This first shadow is super duper creamy and it has that really nice texture for that eye popping effect. Quality is rather nice on this first shade, but not something that I haven't seen before. I'm wondering if this can actually double as a highlighter. I feel like it could. Next thing I'm gonna do, take a Wayne Goss brush. I have this one, number 03. I'm gonna pick up this shade actually. I really like the way that it swatched. It felt almost wet to the touch. I'm gonna basically buff that into the outer portion of my eye socket, blend into that first shadow. That is really nice and really, really flattering. I also feel that the texture is very, very forgiving, even though it's sparkly and shimmery. What is that? Oh, it's cat hair, duh. It has those light reflective properties, so if you have more mature skin, for example, it'll probably bounce off the light and it'll blur out your imperfections rather than bring more attention to them. I like this shade a lot. I did find that blending them into each other was fairly easy, did not require any special technique, and these formulas are exactly the same. All right, let's test out another shade. I'm gonna go for the matte brown. This one swatched okay, but it applies a lot better than it swatched. It has almost a moussey feel to it. It's really, really velvety, really pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of use that as a liner shadow and just lift this whole corner. Sun-kissed vibes. All right, let's line that lower lash line. Rather lovely. Really fun to use, really easy to blend out. Now, if I wanted this to be just like my glam daytime look, I would just add lashes and my look would be done. Let me just add a little bit more of this brown right here just to add some definition and maybe kind of just bring that down as if it's my nose contour. Kind of stunning. I'm gonna add just a little bit more of that same champagne-y shade. Kind of wish they had names. That way I would stop calling them the shimmery brown, the shimmery champagne, the matte brown. They do have numbers, but I hate looking at numbers and then remembering which one corresponds with how it's ordered inside. All right, that's kind of pretty. Let's test out these pencils, shall we? I'm gonna go for a Precious Opal. The good thing is this palette is very lightweight, so I don't actually feel bad using the mirror in this palette. I'm gonna line my eye very close to my lashes. Then I'm gonna wing that out ever so slightly. I'm really into this inner corner wing lately. I feel like it's just become my thing. Wow, this pencil is butter. don't really feel like lining the lower lash line. I think I'm just gonna leave it as is, but I am gonna use a bit of that matte brown and just smudge that out. For sure, the formulation of the pencil and the eyeshadows are like a match made in heaven. It's just working well together. Also, did I mention there's no fallout whatsoever? Pretty impressive. And I love how easy it is to maneuver the pencil. You don't have to put in a lot of effort into blending it out and dragging it out. It's just listening, and the payoff is really very satisfying. Where are we going, girl? You know what I feel like doing? I actually feel like testing out this shadow as a brow filler. So I'm gonna just attempt to use my Benefit brush and just see if I can fill in these brows. How versatile is this palette? Maybe if the brown was a little bit on the cooler side, it would work for me. As is, I feel like the color is leaning just a little bit red, and because my brows are so black, not really working for me. I tried, but I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna reach for this black. I'm gonna see what happens if I add a bit of that black to my wing, just to sharpen and darken. Bit of fallout, nothing crazy though. Could go ahead and smudge this lower lash line, just a pinch. I'm actually gonna add a bit of that black obsidian. And then continue smudging. The cool thing about these pencils is that they don't set super fast, so there's some playtime. There's some wiggle room for sure. I'm kind of into it. I'm gonna grab a smaller, more precise brush, Sigma E45. All right, so I'm gonna grab just a little bit of this brown, and I'm thinking I wanna pinch of definition right here. Nothing too crazy, just like a little touch. Love that. And now I don't think this is no longer a day look. I feel like we're transitioning to a night look. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna grab this rusty color and wanting to test that one. I'm gonna see what happens if I start layering that. And I'm gonna take Wayne Goss 03 brush. And I'm just gonna liberally layer that over the outer portion. Honestly, the rest is pretty, but I could probably do without this one. Instead, I think I'd like an actual transition shade. I know, not everything needs a transition shade, but maybe something a little bit more ochre from the mattes. That would be nice. Go back to my brown and re-emphasize everything. Last final touch. Don't think I didn't forget about this celestial shade, number 6. I'm gonna need to see how that lays in my inner corner. Wow, that is indeed celestial. My brow bone. Wow, that is probably my favorite shade in the palette. Really, really lovely, and it makes a difference, you know? I'm gonna see if I can layer that over the center of the lid, just for some interest. Even though it's very sparkly, it has a wet looking finish, so from far away, it gives the eye a very glossy feel. You know the suggestion that I had about a ochre transition shade? Take it back. I want another celestial shade. Can I have a gold celestial shade, please? Because this is beautiful. And the sparkles are just so gentle. They're not metallic, they're not heavy, doesn't look like glitter. It's just like a very beautiful, shiny, lustrous type of sparkle. I need to do something about these lashes, about these brows. Let's do a little Pat McGrath Dark Star on the lashes. This isn't a waterproof formula, but for some reason it doesn't smudge on me, maybe because it's new. This one stays put so far. This look probably could use some false lashes, but I just don't feel like putting any on. I hope you guys can forgive me. All right, I'm gonna quickly add to my brows. I'm gonna use this One Day Tattoo brow pencil pen marker thing from Japan. Brow tattoo looks a little green at first, but once it actually has a chance to set overnight, it looks very natural and not green at all. I want to test out this shade here as an actual highlighter. It was just so creamy and so finely milled. It felt great on my fingers. It felt great on my lids. So I want to see how it feels on top of my cheekbones. And what happens if I just do that? I needed to do that. That is blinding. And it doesn't look like powder that's laying on top of my skin. It looks like literal glaze or just a beam of light. Let's add a bit on my forehead. Wow. Absolutely. I would totally use that shade as a highlighter. It's so pretty and so reflective. I love it. I'm gonna add a blush. Lips, 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 lips. Okay, for the lips, we've got NARS Sheena Audacious Lipstick or NARS Barbara. Sheena, Barbara. Sheena it is. Yes, just like something creamy and sophisticated. That's what I was looking for. All right, you guys, here is the face using the entire Luxury Eye Collection from Wayne Goss. And now let's talk about everything that we've experienced thus far. First of all, the Luxury Eye Palette, $55, 6 giant shades, great mirror, good package, very luxe, feels, I would say, a little bit more mature. Definitely not the most unique color compilation I've ever seen. In fact, it's a color combo that I've seen a lot. However, eyeshadow textures and the quality of the eyeshadows isn't something that you come around often. This is very high level, very pigmented, very emollient filled eyeshadows that are really easy to use, that are really truly a pleasure to apply to your lids, easy to blend, easy to work with, and really, really easy to create an everyday contrasting sort of eye look that is enhancing. On the flip side, again, I've seen these colors before. It's not anything unique or super innovative. Moreover, the price is high. But if you are someone who loves luxury, if you're someone who's looking for an everyday palette that will take your day look to a night look and everything in between, then you will probably get a lot of use out of this Luxury Eye Collection in Imperial Topaz from Wayne Goss. So that is my bottom line there. Going to the pencils, I do think that the Rich Hazel and the Precious Opal were just too damn similar. Why do we have two browns that are so similar you can barely tell them apart? So I would totally say save your money and skip on the eyeliner bundle for $42. You don't need it. I would even go as far as saying the $97 bundle isn't really worth it either. I think if you do want to get the eyeshadow palette for $55, I'm not gonna stop you. And if you do want to get one or maybe two of these pencils for $14 each, I'm not gonna stop you either, because they are really, really, really great quality, and honestly, I can't wait to use them again. Those are my final scents, those are my final thoughts on this Luxury Eye Collection from the Wayne Goss, available at Beautylish. Hope you like this look. I feel like it's actually quite ferocious and it makes me feel really good and very sexy and very like effortless sexy. That's a win in my book. All right, you guys, I am zooming on out so that you can check out my next two videos that I put right there for a reason. I love you and I will see you soon. Mwah!